This is a before test. Echo, echo, echo. And here's the after result. Check, check, test, 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 echo, echo. Hey guys, welcome back for another video. So this is going to be a quick video and hopefully we're going to have some cool results. So I'm in my office here, nothing special. It's got a lot of open space because I do VR in here. So I need a big open floor space. It's a bit of a mess right now because I'm in the middle of reorganizing stuff and putting stuff in bins and in there. And I got hurt, so it's kind of in limbo, and yes, it's dusty. But point is, there's an echo in here. I've never treated the walls. You know, they're literally just echo chamber walls in here. It's not that loud in here because I hardly ever play music unless I'm doing something like this, and I'm just typing, right? I like it quiet when I'm working. So it's never bothered me that much, but it is very echoey. I mean, you can probably hear it in my voice. There's an echo. It's very noticeable. And I've got a ton of acoustic treatment in the rest of the house, bass traps, absorbers, diffusers, combo panels, all kinds of stuff. So I know the value of nice treatment. Obviously, this isn't a theater or anything, but quiet is a nice thing to have. So what I'm doing is installing these guys. Now, these are not good for your main acoustic treatment. These do not replace good quality panels from like Acoustimac or GIK or anything like that. All right. These are just for general noise absorption and doing what I'm doing in here, making an echoey room more habitable. That's it. These are 2-inch thick foam. You know, they're not targeted to any specific frequency. They're just plain old foam, right? Super simple, featherweight. You just apply them with tape, and that is what takes the longest for installation, just cutting off little tiny pieces of tape. I've got stacks of them here, and I got another batch coming out of the dryer. Here's a tip. They say there are 2 ways to prep these. These come vacuum sealed, and they come flat as a piece of paper. 4 dozen of these, I mean, they're only like this thick, right? I mean, just really packed. Option 1 is just leave them for up to 2 days and they're supposed to fluff up. They do not. I left them for 3 days and they hadn't moved. So the other way is to soak them in water, and this took hours because I had so many of them. I used the laundry tub and the washing machine to do the soaking. It takes about a half an hour. Do not crowd because they will not puff up if they're stacked on top of each other. They need room in the water to fluff up. And if you get stubborn edges, what I had to do was just crimp it by hand and just stir it to absorb the water. And that finally got it to swell up, but it did take a long time. And then you got to wring it out and put batches in the dryer for an hour and a half on low, and then they're usable. So I've got 4 big stacks like this. The other ones are drying and getting ready. And what I'm going to do is a big section on this wall here. That'll take about half of what I got. And then I'm going to do some over here, smaller section of the wall, and then whatever I have left somewhere right above here, above my monitor. And that should take care of everything. Over here is just window and storage and all that, so not too much I can do on that wall. But I think that'll make a huge difference, and it was under $100 to treat this whole room. We'll see how it comes out. Did I ever mention how much I really hate peeling off tape backing? This is a before test. Echo, echo, echo. And here's the after result. Check, check, test, 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 echo, echo. Okay, this is gonna work. So final results. I've got the main section up here on this big wall. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet wide by 5 foot tall. I changed the design around a few times as I was putting it up. You know, had something in my head that I wanted, but what I found was these have such little effect compared to real acoustic panels. I wasn't even getting what I wanted out of it until I covered a big swath. So I'll go into that in a second, but I got some around here. I didn't go behind the monitor, it just kind of goes up around it because there's no point in doing that. I went behind my humidor a little bit because it's 2 refrigerators. When the compressors are on, it was definitely loud when I was sitting here. What I was getting was noise bouncing off the wall behind it. And this really helped. I didn't count on it doing it this much, but it really helped with the compressor noise, just absorbing a little bit here. Now, the important part is that you put them where they're going to be most useful. So hit the big walls, keep them at ear level. I was originally thinking I was going to go up further on this wall, but there's no point because once I'm sitting in front of the computer down here, that would have been completely wasted. And then I just used up what I had left over here. I could definitely use another dozen or so, but I don't think I'm going to need it because I would have to really start just covering the walls to make much more of a difference. This did what I was looking for. It didn't make the room quieter. These are not absorption panels. These are not a replacement for real acoustic treatment, but they did dramatically cut the echo and reverb and made the room a lot more comfortable to sit in, especially work in. One big change that was immediate is when I sat down and started typing. Before, the sound of the mechanical keyboard was just kind of a room sound, it was all around you, not obnoxious, but it was definitely more noticeable. Now, the clicks are just completely coming from the keyboard. They're not echoing around the room at all. So that's a very distinct change, having that sound directional right from the keyboard now, and you can tell how quiet the room is. And if I sit down here so that I'm even more in the zone for the absorption, I can even hear the echo in my voice, going a little bit quieter just because I'm not hitting the wall up above it now. But yeah, that definitely works. Now, as far as effectiveness, the real absorption panels, like I have in the rest of the house and the living room theater and that kind of stuff, you get within a foot. Like I have a big wall of paneling in the hallway. When you walk by it, it's like your ear shut off on that side of your head. It is that dramatic of a difference. Even putting your ear right up against these don't do that. It gets quieter, but it doesn't completely kill all sound going into them. But like I said, definitely helped with the reverb and echo. So who's this for? This is for anyone on a real budget. If you're just looking to quiet a room, make it more comfortable, these are a really good option. If you're thinking about doing your theater, these can be an option in the meantime. If you don't want to spend right now the hundreds or thousands that it takes in real acoustic paneling, here's a great option. I mean, all of this I got for $70 shipped. That's dirt cheap. I'll put the link down below and I'll put the link to the tape. And it's not permanent. All of this, there's no damage to the walls or anything. I just you saw the little pieces of 3M double-sided tape, and they very easily just roll right off the wall. If you ever want to take them down, rearrange them, get rid of them, whatever. No problem. Nothing is permanent. So that's really cool too. And they do come in different colors. This gray just closely matched my wall compared to the other colors, so that's what I went with. Can't say I love the look. Obviously they're what they are, but for the time being, they're okay. I will probably replace these with real panels sometime in the future. But for now, I'm happy enough with what these did. So there you go. That's the result. If you're looking for something to do something similar, this is a good option. See you next time.